Tri-State Bobcat, Burnsville, Minnesota, Little Canada, Minnesota, and Hudson, Wisconsin. This is a walk around on a Bobcat S630. Give you some of the features and benefits and why you should consider this machine and Tri-State Bobcat as your material moving supplier. This is categorized in the radius lift path machine. If you're used to an 863 or an S220, this would be a direct replacement. If you're in a 185 or 205, you might want to consider this machine for a little more lift capacity. And of course, all the new features on the cab. Lift capacity, tipping load 4360, rated operating capacity over a ton, 2180 pounds. And you know, it's easy to maintain. You just see the big bosses, pins here, easy to grease, lots of steel in this boom, and look how wide open we are in the back. Easy to see out that large back glass. This machine scales in at 3.8 tons. So it is easy to transport, easy to tie down. We got our external tie down points here, both on the rear and on the front. Tied right in with the boom, so it's easy to chain this down standing on the trailer. You know, a nice ride on the machine with a 45-inch wheelbase. Lots of protection built in too. I like the rear bumper. Just great protection when you get that up close to something. And we've got a keel-shaped underside on this machine. So, you know, it planes the mud to the outside. It allows you to take this machine where other machines won't go through. 1/4-inch steel on the rear gate, and you'll notice there's no holes in it. So if you back into some rebar, it's not going to protrude into the engine compartment. Kubota 74.3 horse diesel, liquid cooled, turbocharged. We've also, this is interim tier 4, so there's no additives necessary in order to make this burn clean. Easy to service, fuel, oil. We've got our starter, our battery, our dual stage air cleaner, alternator. You know, it's all easy to see on this machine, your service points. Our cool air is drawn down through the top. And this is steel. This is not plastic like on some machines. And look how fine the holes are. So that really cuts down on the amount of stuff that pulls in through the oil cooler, your air conditioning, and your radiator components. Easy to service. There's a lift arm on that radiator. We've got our transmission or our hydraulic fill over there. Our hydraulic filter is located right here. And our air box and our coolant up front. Easy to service. You can lock that rear door down and keep everything safe. Lots of good lighting on the back. A 27-gallon fuel tank so we can run all day. Easy to see our fluid level. We've got a sight glass right on the side of the machine. Much easier to see than that little sight glass we had in the past. We've got a heavy-duty chain. You've got our drive motors right behind this cover. High-strength number 120 chain. It's endless roller chain, no master link. It runs in an oil bath. And take a look at these axles. They're welded in place, heavy-duty, and that oil from the chain case lubes the bearings. So there's really very little maintenance necessary on these. There's no adjustments necessary. We've got a single plane design on this boom. And what that means is everything is in alignment all the way to the back. And that makes a radius lift machine like this last forever. Very low maintenance. A nice high lifting machine too. It'll lift 121 inches to the hinge pins, so 10 feet of lift. Easy to see here as well. No cross member between the booms. The cross member is down, buried underneath the step, which is nice because it leaves it wide open when you're hooking and unhooking attachments with your power bob attach. Look at that step. Easy to jump in and out of this machine, and lots of machine to look at here. 10% larger cab. Side glass is on the outside, and look how easy it is to lock it in and move it. We still running the seat bar. You know, it's just good overall protection that way. Got the lap belt, comfortable seat. Take this seat, ratchet up or down for your suspension. If you want to do an air ride seat, we can provide you that as well. Look at the storage built in. Cup holders, containers, 12-volt outlet. Your heating controls set up in such a way that they're easy to see. Our 2-speed control. And here's up into our instrument panel, standard controls. Lots of HVAC integrated into the machine, both high and low. Air circulation in this machine is phenomenal. Throttle's in an ergonomic position. We've got a pressurized cab. You'll see that the gaskets are built right into the door. The door falls right into a track on the cab, much like an automobile or a truck. You can pressurize this cab. We've got one of the best ones in the industry. You can keep the dust out of the machine. 40% more glass in the front. Did you notice this top window? 43% larger glass, so you can load trucks, unobstructed vision. Keep things safe. Couplers built right into the booms. No lines protruding. Couplers are protected. Couplers, you can relieve the pressure right out at the source where you're hooking up your attachment. 23 gallon per minute standard flow, 30.5 high flow. We've got a removable hose guide on the side here. Put a D-ring on, keep that hose off the tire, keep working longer. Great tractive effort on this machine. I mean, it will push through a lot of dirt. Easy to service, 2 nuts come off and the cab tilts up. And allows us to get at the chain case or anything else we might have to do a little service on. Great machine, built heavy duty, long wheelbase, comfortable cab, great hydraulic power, great tractive effort. Give us a call, Tri-State Bobcat. You can contact us in Burnsville, Little Canada, or Hudson, and we'll help you with your equipment needs. Tri-State Bobcat, thank you.